Hi, this is Tara for HealingCrystals.com, and this is the Zodiac Crystal card reading for the week of August 29th through September 4th. So, I've already drawn the cards, and the first card that I drew, and this is the card that represents who we're going to be in the coming week, is the Scorpio Love card, and the crystal represented here is lepidolite. Lepidolite is a wonderful crystal to use to kind of calm yourself. And Scorpio is a water sign. It's an emotional sign. Sometimes you don't realize that with Scorpio, because Scorpio tends to be very secretive, and they like to keep everything, that energy, it kind of keeps things in the dark, if you will. Okay. You may find that a challenge this coming week. The energy is changing. There's a lot going on. We've got a new moon. We've got sign changes. Oh no, actually, well, no. We do have a couple of planets are moving into different signs. Mercury's going retrograde. It's a lot of intense energy is going to be going on this week, and that's going to affect your inner, especially with Mercury retrograde. You know, all of the energy, it kind of goes inward instead of it does affect your outer world, but you kind of feel it more intensely inwardly when Mercury is retrograde. So I think what this card is trying to tell us is that it's okay to kind of keep things a little quiet this week, to kind of stay out of the spotlight for a little while if you need to. You know, you don't necessarily have to share everything with everybody if you're not feeling it. You know, I think this card, especially since it's the love card that's coming up, is trying to tell you to love yourself and honor yourself. No matter how you're feeling, follow that feeling, okay? If you're feeling like you need to just like sit in your house and binge watch TV for a couple of days, if that's what you need to do, obviously, you know, don't like ignore, like, you know, obligations and stuff to others, but be sure to take care of yourself. And you know, with all of the energy that's going on, just watch your emotions and pay attention to them. You don't want to ignore them, but you don't necessarily have to. You may not feel like expressing them right now, and that's okay. And lepidolite can help you with that. It can help you to find a healthy release if it's harming you. And if it really, the best thing for you right now is to hold on to things and to just kind of keep things, you know, just kind of like let yourself feel things and figure out how you feel about it before you bring it out. Lepidolite can also help you with that. Okay, so what this card is trying to tell us is to kind of keep things to yourself a little bit, as long as that feels right to you, as long as it feels like you're honoring what feels best to you. The second card is going to be our greatest strength and our greatest weakness. That card is going to be the Cancer Health card, and the crystal here is rose quartz. Cancer is another water sign. It's very different though, because Cancer only feels healthy, or Cancer feels it's healthiest when they're taking care of somebody else or something else. Cancer is the sign that is the nurturer. And obviously how this can work for you this week is by taking care of yourself, taking care of others. How it's going to work against you though is if you're spending too much time, especially in light of the Scorpio energy. If you're spending too much of your energy worrying about everybody else except for yourself, it is going to harm you right now. That's not the best use of your energy. That's not the best use of the Cancer energy. You have to reserve enough. Scorpio can help you reserve enough of whatever you need to make yourself feel good, to keep yourself whole. Okay? You know, what I'm getting from with this card is a lot of stuff that's being held on to, that needs to be released. And while Scorpio may not be the best energy to use when you want to release something, it feels like there might be private personal ways of getting rid of this stuff. Maybe you go for a walk by yourself. Maybe you, you know, you just something more solitary, where you're not necessarily, you know, in the practice, in you know, in the activity of taking care of somebody else, or even taking care of your obligations or whatever. you can take a few minutes off. That's really what I'm getting from this. Take a few minutes for yourself. That's going to be the best use of this energy. If you don't, if you feel like, oh, I've got to take care of everybody else, then the energy is going to work against you. Okay? Rose quartz is the crystal of love. And you've got to love yourself as much as you love everybody else, or you're not going to have anything to give. The last card, and in light of what we've been talking about, this is like the perfect kind of energy. This is the surprise that the energy that the universe has for us this week, and it's the Leo stress card. As Leo is a fire sign, and as opposed to the water energy that we've just been talking to, Leo is all about projecting yourself outwardly. It's all about taking care of yourself. It's all about letting everybody know who you are and making sure that you're getting the attention that you deserve. You know, stress can come. Leo energy is going to feel stressed if it's not getting enough attention. And I think working with this other energy, what it's trying to tell you is give yourself the attention that you need. A lot of times, Leo especially has this where they look outwardly, they look to others to help them to feel better, to help that energy to feel better about itself. You don't want to look to others right now. You want to look at yourself first. Okay? This isn't the week to be I don't want to say seeking outward support, because we should always be able to expect support from others. But support from others can be as much as, you know what, leave me alone for an hour. Okay? It's okay to look for support from others, but it's not okay to rely solely on it. I think that's the message. And the crystal represented here is aquamarine. And aquamarine is very good for clearing your mind and for clearing yourself of doubts. You know, you could be feeling like, you know what, I don't think I can afford to take time away from all of my responsibilities to give myself whatever it is that I need. Because there's a lot of transformations going on this week. All right, not just energy-wise, but just life-wise. You know, schools are back. A lot of people are back to work. You know, all that kind of stuff is happening right now. It's a lot all at once, and it's going to stress you out. So here's your opportunity to relieve some of that stress before it overwhelms you. And the only person that can relieve your stress is you. It's all up to you. And I think that's what this card is telling you with the Leo energy and working with the other emotional energies. Honor your emotions and know that it's okay to not have to tell everybody, you know what, I'm so stressed out, I can't think, I need to go off from it. You just say, you know what, I'm going to take an hour. And go and do that. Okay? This is a week to be taking care of yourself so that you personally can manage all of the energies and all of the transformations that are coming, and that you're able to direct the energy to the best possible way and the best possible directions for your well-being. Okay? Take care of yourself, and then you will be able to help. The Cancer energy will help you to take care of others, or it'll take care of itself, and you won't have to worry about it as much. Okay? Don't forget to check out our weekly and daily horoscopes on healingcrystals.com and on our Facebook page, Crystal Talk. Have a very happy and magical week.